we go again, and then another enjoyable day on this earth of suffering and pain caused by fucking everybody else's weakness and evil. And like, I don't understand this world. I don't understand why you guys can't show me where I'm wrong. Yet every one of you is coming up. You're wrong, Carl. You're crazy. You're crazy. Well, and then I say, hey, where am I crazy? Show me. What is it I'm saying that's crazy? Because to me, you guys are a bunch of fucking jokes. Like, hey, if I say go look at the WEF videos, and if you don't like that future, we should probably stop it for the children. Like, I'm not even getting deep into the rabbit hole on what's going on. What's up, Sly? Like, I don't know how people like Canada can't wake up here. I like the fucking WEFs, all sorts of bad. We fucking I don't think America does this, but us Canadians are really fucking stupid and allow this. Our tax dollars go to the WEF. Like, we fund global elites. What kind of fucking retards are Canadians, eh? Hey, yeah, WEF, Klaus Schwab. Hey, little hillbilly. Like, I can't comprehend this. My deputy prime minister, there's no lie in this. You go to the website, she's a fucking high upper in the WEF. The fucking retard writes a book on how the elites will run the fucking world. And we still can't see it. We still refuse to fucking even acknowledge the fact that there might be an evil fucking bunch of shitheads out there, and it might be called the WEF. And right in front of our faces, the deputy prime minister is a fucking member. Not only I have to know that out of Klaus Schwab's fucking own mouth. He says that he's penetrated. I don't know what you guys think penetrated means, but to me, it's not good. It means something's gone awry, or maybe it's just a love thing with these people. But when Klaus Schwab comes out and publicly says that he has penetrated my prime minister, has some fucking problems with that, and no one else does. No one else sees simple common sense to fucking say, hey, prime minister has been penetrated by this guy whose father was part of a shitty organization. He owned land in fucking Antarctica. There's a whole lot of fucking weird shit. And we don't get it. We're like, us Canadians think that, like, fuck, are we stupid? They bring one of those Yahtzees in from Ukraine. Well, lives in Canada. You should see the amount of Yahtzees that Canada brought in and just let them run amok. Like, how did we not know about this guy we brought into parliament? Like, hey, as soon as you say, I say this all the time, it's fucking, if you hear a Ukrainian in the Second World War was fighting against the Russians, it should be a fucking indication that the people that were fighting the Russians were the Germans, the Nazis. You know what I mean? I know the US likes to take all the props and all the glory for whooping all Germany's ass, but the old Soviets, they did have a part to play in that. You know what I mean? But we can't figure it out here. I gotta have this running in my head, thinking this evil dark cabal of fucking Satanists are running my country. And it's terrible, Sly. Do you know what it's like to think fucking your prime minister is Castro's son? And then you look more into it, and Castro, like, I know this sounds ridiculous, but these evil shithead bloodlines that just keep tossing out fucking loser after loser. Look at most of your presidents. They're all fucking related. It's the weirdest shit. I don't understand. Like, people don't think that we have the right to ask questions anymore. Like, I know everybody loves their fucking heroes and their idols, and there is this is the thing. The whole world's in fucking psychosis because nobody's allowed to fucking say fuck all. And asking questions will just get you in trouble. Anyways, Sly. She's going on about how Jelly Roll was deputized somewhere. And maybe he's part of the good guy club and they're getting ready to arrest people because people actually believe that Trump's actually still running the government. I don't know if that's true or not, but she thought that. We needed to bring the attention to rest of Canada. That's the thing. Like, maybe Justin is a good guy. Maybe he's not even Castro's son. Maybe we could find all these questions out. You know what I mean? But the world gets to keep spinning around in psychosis, not knowing what's going on. And I think it has something to do with Obama. Like, he said that shit. Like, you ever want the world, just throw her into some chaos. Have so much information out there that nobody even fucking knows. I guess I read that wrong. No, yeah. Well, that's the thing, like, Sly, I don't understand why, as an American citizen, when your president's never been able to show paperwork that he's an American citizen, why you guys don't have the right to ask questions. This is the thing. Like, I love America. I love you, Sly. You're an American. You know what I mean? But fuck, they're just as dumb as Canadians. We're all fucking dumb. Your guys is fucking FBI. Like, when do we clue in? Hey, the people that are supposed to be protecting us are the ones fucking us. Can we fucking put them in jail? Can we find some good police officers? Can we start with the 51, 52 fucking agents that lied about the fucking laptop? Can we fucking get Christopher Wray and say, hey, bud, where's the tapes from Epstein's Island you guys acquired? We'd like some of those fucking people arrested. Like, motherfucker, we're tired of you, Christopher. Like, we're not smart enough as society to figure it out. Like, hey, the Pentagon, the Pentagon gets your tax dollars to fucking help with movies. It's kind of a weird thing, eh? And then you start thinking, well, fuck, everybody's got to be mind controlled because somehow this world has got it in its head. It should be chopping off fucking children's genitals. Like, hey, like, this is it. Like, this is the hardest thing you could, like, I ask God all the time, "How could you ask this of me? This is almost fucking impossible." Like, I'm watching Christians dance around with the Bible. I'm watching them sing songs, and they're so happy. Oh, they got Jesus, and they're so happy. And I'm like, "What if you guys got it wrong?" Maybe you have to do some of the work. Maybe the Bible says, "Do not be afraid," or "No fear," or whatever 365 times for a fucking reason. Doesn't mean ignore the fucking problems. It means have Christ in you, and He'll give you the strength to move forward and do the right things. And no matter what happens to you, you're protected. You know what I mean? This isn't protected. It's this that's protected. Like, I don't get it. That's the thing. Christians are supposed to be strong. They're supposed to be in Christ. They're supposed to know right from wrong. They're supposed to know if you're silent, you're just as guilty as the person perpetrating the actions. We don't understand that. What do you think, Jonathan? Huh? Like, I think it's a WEF agenda. Like, hey, Bill's all wrapped up. Bill Gates is all wrapped up in the WEF, bud. He wrote about a pandemic before it happened. Remember when we weren't allowed to talk about how it could be a lab leak and that was impossible? Turns out, wow, hey, then you got to ask yourself, Jonathan, why would humanity build something to hurt humanity? Oh, it's to protect us. Well, hey, if it never existed, then why would we? You know what I mean? But it doesn't make sense. But you got these fucktards like fucking Newland, Victoria Newland, biolabs all over Ukraine, fucking like why? 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 Like, I don't know. They've convinced you guys to give up all your money for the democracy of fucking Ukraine. Money, money, not just you guys, it's us too. Fuck, we're just giving them money for stupid shit too. I can't even remember what one of the things is. It's like few $1,000,000 to build some building to fucking it's stupid. It's ignorant. It's ignorant. But anyways, we're all fighting for the democracy of Ukraine. And well, we all know that they're not having a vote in Ukraine, right? Because well, the leader in charge thinks it's better for democracy to not have a vote. And any Orthodox Christians, you can do whatever you want to. Mike Pence says so. Because Zelensky says there's bad people. Fuck, man. This is the twisted ass world I gotta live in. I gotta think that the man who's supposed to represent Jesus in this world, the fucking Pope, is a devil worshiping piece of shit. Like, this is real. I have my reasons. Like, if you're bending the knee to Klaus Schwab, I'm sorry. You're probably sucking the dick of Satan. And I don't understand why you would do that. It's behooves me to like, there's a Satan, then you obviously know there's a God. Why would you go to Satan? Number one rule about Satan is he's a liar. Like, what do you think you're gaining out of this? What if you did have a chance at heaven and you just fucked it up? But then again, one is late, never too late. But who knows, right? How long does it take to find Jesus? How many licks does it take to get to the center of the Tootsie Pop? It all depends on how hard you want to work at it, I guess. I don't know, but hey, I'll just join the Bible challenge and say everything's hurrah, hurrah, hurrah. Like the Bible, like if you're still here, Slot, it's a hard one for me because I do think she's been manipulated, but I think it's the way it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? I think God left with what he allowed to happen. There's codes in there and stuff. Like, what if the code to 369 isn't as hard as you think it is? Tesla also had a fascination with threes. If you know anything about Tesla. Well, anyways, 333 times in that Bible, it says truth. What about within us could be the truth? Or we could have the 666 within us too that we have to conquer with the truth. And that's how you get the 999, which is Abbott. You have to start asking questions, wouldn't you? To really truly find out what's going on around you and who you are, you'd have to start asking questions. But hey, everything's so censored these days. How can you ask questions? That's the thing. They think it's that you can't ask questions, so you're trauma bonded. You can't get your answers. It's what my workplace did to me, you know what I mean? They don't have to answer to nothing. Nobody has to answer to nothing. I'm just a voiceless piece of shit until I'm not. You can't like, when I tell my story about them, they are gonna look so ridiculous. The owner looks like a complete twatwad. I mean, I have emails. "Hey, bud, please do an investigation because 'cause they're lying to you, dude. I am not good because of your people." And that's when shit got deleted. I just like they blocked me from them. Weird, huh? Why can't I have a conversation? The emails will dictate how the conversation went. It's not like I was a lunatic in them, but, anyways, I think it's about conquering the devil within us. Because right here, Carl Jung, I believe, might have been a prophet. Carl Jung on the origin of evil. We need more psychology. We need understanding of human nature. The only real danger that exists is man himself. Isn't that so true? If mankind, like, look, we're on the brink of nuclear war. Who knows if it can even happen? Maybe there's aliens up there making sure she can't happen. I don't fucking know. But just in case it could happen, like we're on the brink of it, right? Like you guys are paying attention, right? You do know with the Iran and the Iraq and Israel and Palestine and everything's getting to be a that's the thing, they keep throwing shit at us all the time and Syria and, you know what I mean? It's better to just not pay attention to it, because then it just goes away, right, guys? Right? Don't pay attention to if your children are in trouble. Just fucking just sit back and because you think you got control and your children's genitals aren't gonna get lopped off. Well, some other child's gonna get their fucking genitals lopped off because you wanna sit in silence and weakness and not stand up for what's right. Anybody who believes in a God, whether you're whatever religion you are, you gotta know that this agenda is not good, and it should it and my prime minister and the people running for president, Kamala and Tampon Tim, think it's a good idea. I don't fucking get it. I don't hate. I really don't. I really dislike my life. I really fucking do. And I wish God would fucking take me. Because I am fucking so sick of preaching to a bunch of fucking morons who have no understanding of what's going on in the world around them. And fucking, I've been trying to say, hey, I know how they're mentally fucking people up. Like, nobody wants to hear that fucking story. You got little cocksuckers like little me running around taking parts of my story and fucking making them his own and fucking just twisted in the fucking head. For 5 years, I've looked for a conversation from anybody, and not one fucking cocksucker ever once said yes. That's the world we fucking live in. That is the world we live in. I watched this fucking video today. Some guy who says he's part of the 144,000, and he says we need to be loving and we need to take care of the evil that's at the top. And it's not the evil at the top, it's the evil fucking within everybody who can't accept to take fucking responsibility and know that they can be the change. That's the fucking problem in the fucking world. Nobody wants to fucking do anything. Nobody thinks they have the right to fucking say anything. What's going on in the world is fucking wrong. You are so fucking brain warped and thinking that you're good and you're fucking not. Going to your little Sunday school fucking whatever, and doing your little fucking Jesus dances and prances and thinking you're fucking better than everybody else, and you'll let the evil around you just fucking dominate you and tell you you can't do shit, and you accept it like a dumb motherfucker. Well, I'm gonna have to be the problem because I swear too much or fucking like, do you think God cares about words? Or do you think he cares about the word? I think word is not the word. The truth is the fucking word, and nobody wants to get down with it. And if you're not willing to get down with the truth, you're not fucking going to heaven. Like, is there a heaven? Is there a hell? Fuck, I'd welcome nothingness over this bullshit any fucking day. Fuck, holy shit. Fucking the weakness and the fucking where you think you're so fucking nice and you're so fucking good. Well, you let evil dominate the fucking world. And then you guys say there's a spiritual war going on and we're on the right side of things. Fuck off. You can say this hero up church is a fucking loser. So fucking pick your destiny, Jonathan. But she's got to be through the truth, buddy. Or maybe she turns into a fucking nightmare for you. Who knows? Am I just a simpleton, Jonathan? Do I know nothing of God? Or do I speak that would speak anything negative towards anything that you think God would be into? Do you think he wants us to have courage? Do you think Jesus wants us to fucking have him within us and do the things as he would do? Or do you think there's fucking joke going around that he died for our sins and there's really nothing we have to do? Just believe in him. Well, unfortunately for you guys, I believe in them, and I know what happens when you believe in them. You fucking know you can move mountains if you have to. You are willing to take on any challenge from anybody. You're willing to debate anybody on your situation, have a conversation, be shown where you're wrong, and not one motherfucker will step up and play the game because they'll find out they're a loser in the game that they're playing rather than accept being a loser and try and become a winner. Like, keep your egos, boys and girls. See where she fucking lands you. I've tried to talk to so many people. Like, you can go back through my videos. That Adrian guy, you gotta try and figure out how to talk to somebody. Fucking how you're gonna say, "Hey, I've had a spiritual awakening. I think I've been sent from God to try and help and use my experience to fucking help people." So I try and use Adrian. He's a native fellow. I try and say, "Hey, bud, do you believe in your culture? I want to tell you a story." And so I think I've had, like, whatever you guys call it, a dream vision or whatever, or fucking so I'm trying to tell him, and I'm going through the story, and I'm trying to go bit by bit, and I bring my wife into it. He doesn't even let me talk. He wants to talk about how he's banging 7 women. I'm like, "Bud, I just wanna talk to you about this, like, fuck." Like like, I'm trying not to be a jerk because I'm but fuck, all he wants to talk about is how he's banging 7 women, and maybe if I got problems with my wife, maybe I should just get away from her, and I'm just like, "Fuck, dude, just listen to the fucking." But anyways, it got so annoying to me that I just fucking said, "Hey, bud, I'll send you a link to a YouTube video. Just watch it and let me know what you think." Oh, I get nothing back, but I fucking on the TikTok, I play the game with them every once in a while, but that's the thing, you can't fucking talk to somebody, they wanna talk about themselves, and they wanna fucking talk about the 7 women that they're banging, meanwhile, they're fucking when they're fucking rolling on the fucking camera for the world, they're here to be one of the leaders who help save the world or fucking bring the world together or whatever the fuck it is he's trying to do. And I say, "Hey, maybe if we got together, we could use, like, fucking." No, no. And then there's that fucking Michael Della Rocha dude. Like, that's the thing, when you think you're having a spiritual awakening, you're looking for other people to talk to. You're trying to get other people's perspectives. You know what I mean? And then you get fucked over because you don't offer them enough money. Meanwhile, if you just would have been a man and fucking and just said, "Hey, bud, your donation is not enough to fucking talk to me. I'm worth well more than what you offered me. $50 wasn't enough." But hey, that turned into a whole rigmarole. Do you guys know what it's like when you're fucking struggling, thinking you're having a spiritual awakening, and these people that you actually kind of fucking thought good things of decide to fucking in front of 70, 80,000 people tell them you're a demon, and they don't even know what you have to say. Huh, he's getting ready for the fucking ascension. Telling people just to I don't know what he's telling them. Be strong, but don't acknowledge what's going on over here. It's all gonna work itself out. That's fucking good. I will hope it does. What if it doesn't? Then we just what? We just fight for our children? Or do our children ever have a chance to fight? Are their brains totally fucking monitored at all fucking times? Do they all run around with a chip in the hand or a chip in the head? Do you want the WEF or do you want the Elon? What? Christians aren't even smart enough to see that a lot of them. And a chip's coming in the hand with the social fucking credit score. Wow, cool. We can pay for stuff easily now. What do you mean? If we don't have it, we can't. There's no source of money, or you can't trade or barter, or you're kind of fucked. That's what I mean. You guys should just know about the social credit score. Hey, hey, they have full control over our bank accounts, man. I don't know if you guys know what's been going on in Canada lately, but it's a lot of things. Like if Scotiabank got a hold of, if you guys want to fuck me, if Scotiabank got a hold of one of my videos, it might fucking go down. Because guess what, Scotiabank motherfuckers, we're gonna take you over. Where the communities fucking own you. The people who actually have the you know what I mean? Don't you think it should go towards the communities and not these big banker fucking bullshit people who convince us that we need them? It's our money. We should be, making it work for us, but we don't. That's the thing. Like, if it, like, I'm gonna tell you guys a little secret. You guys do know that I think Trump's a good guy, but then there's shit that happens, so that's why I say you gotta ask everything. There's been a lot of TikTokers and stuff going on saying there's a lot of stuff indicating Donald Trump was at Epstein Island. Now, I don't know if it's fabricated or what. You can show paperwork or whatever you want online, or you know what I mean? But the concerning part is when I heard an interview from Donald Trump, and he was gonna open up the JFK files and this file and that file, and then they asked him about the Epstein files, and he was like, yeah, but that would be the least of my worries because I think they got some good people set up there and stuff like that." And I was just kinda like, "Oh, motherfucker." Maybe he was on Turd Island. Who knows? We should ask these questions, but you guys think that these guys are so powerful and rich. We don't have the right to know what's on that island because Christopher Wray told you you don't need to know. Just my opinion, it might not be true, but Christopher Wray is fucking enemy number one to the people. He don't fucking like you guys. He don't think you deserve to know anything, and he's a pompous ass. Fucking narcissistic little cunt bag who would destroy his country for his own good. That's a fucking loser. That's somebody who should be in jail, but who knows? Maybe he's a little pumpkin pie, and you guys just keep on loving him. Ask him if he's a dirt. Maybe we could all get the world to fucking tweet Christopher Ray or something. And hey, Christopher Ray, are you a turd? Are you trying to hurt the world? Hey, are you with Bill Gates? Hey, was that good for us? Huh? Is it to fuck us? Hey, wouldn't it be in the best interest of the people, even the people that got it, to find out if it was bad? That way, if there's some way we could like get rid of it or something, like there's an antidote or something, you know what I mean? Don't you think we should do that? But no, we can't, because we wanna think that we're right, and we can't be fooled and manipulated, not us. We would never be under Henry Hildebrandt's fucking cult. We're way too smart for that. You're in the cult of Satan, and you don't even know it because he makes you feel good. He makes you feel like, "Just wait and see what happens, guys. Just it's gonna be good." You know what I mean? Everything's just gonna work itself out. Don't just keep following what's been going on. Just don't take an interest in your lives. Be like Upchurch. Don't give a fuck about politics. But vote Trump. You guys need to listen to us when we tell you about Trump. I tell you not to pay attention to politics. I have no idea what the fuck's going on. Vote Trump. You get how fucking stupid that is. What a fucking reject. But hey, those are just my opinions, right? But then again, hey, I was part of the Upchurch cult. I bought into it. When he said he was down here working for Jesus, I fucking bought into it. Fucking hook, line, and sinker. Imagine that, me telling you guys you're a part of a cult, and I may have been one myself, even though I didn't join the other members of the cult. I stood out on my own asking questions. I just never got any answers. So I kept thinking the guy was good, you know what I mean? And that's the thing. I can't really change my mind on any of this stuff because I still believe it. You know what I mean? That person fucked him. I agree with what he did there. That sort of stuff. I'll tell you guys, out of all the stuff that he fucking fooled me with, I'll tell you what the one thing was that got me. Empaths are very loving people. Doesn't come across like one on the screen, but I cry like a little bitch. So one of the things, we know how good we are, and we want to get better. So when he told that story about that guy who sat out there ready for work every day, and he felt so good when he got to give him a truck, you could tell in that video he was crying. Now, maybe it was a setup or something like that. Maybe it was to show that he was, I don't know, like it was only part of a clip, but you know what I mean? But that's what got me. I thought he is empathic. You know what I mean? He does care for other people, and maybe he does care for other people. You know what I mean? He just the whole Adam thing, it didn't make sense. It just he started that fight, and then he got scared when things might get physical, I think, and he just whatever I gotta do to fix my situation, I'll do. Like, that's the thing. He thinks so small, I wanna be the master and ruler of the independent scene, and I'm gonna do all this and this and this. Hey, fucktard. Satan's on the other side of you know what I mean, in the mainstream. Why don't you go after Satan there, fuckboy? You say you fucking ride with Jesus. You know what I mean? Could you, Upchurch, have the balls to go against Eminem if he was an evil Satan piece of shit? Hey, your fucking buddy MGK, huh? Ask MGK if he had to get Diddle to sign with Diddy. Like, him and his wife are into some weird shit. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? To each their own, and maybe it's not fucking Satan. But hey, this is the thing, they all hide and fucking they're ashamed of their master. You know what I mean? They subliminally throw it out there for you, but you think if they were real gangsters like they say they are, they just come out and say, "Hey, I'm down with Satan. Come down with me." But they won't. They mind fuck you and have you repeat their words over and over and over again and like magic. It starts to seep into your brains and your mind control. But maybe I'm wrong. Should children's genitals be lopped off? And if you know what's happening, should you stand up and do something about it? If you know that the people that were at Epstein Island are being covered for, and that your FBI is probably doing the covering, and they actually have the tapes of people that were there, and you wouldn't even have to worry about the flight logs because you'd have them there all, you know what I mean? Video evidence, but you guys just don't give a fuck to find out, do you? Nick Durbin could get us the flight logs, and then from there you could just fucking watch them all just fucking fuck it, you wanna see demons. Watching narcissists have to face the truth. What's that, motherfucker? You sold your whole country out for real, Christopher. Not a good deal, bud. And not only that, you sold God out. When you sold your people out, you sold God out. And well, Christopher, I don't know. What kind of ending do you think these people are promised? Or do you think they just have no concept of God and just whatever happens here and then they're just worm meat afterwards? Or what do you think runs through these simpletons' heads? Huh? What do you think goes through Justin Trudeau's head? Like, that's the other thing, knowing he has an NDA. Like, his whole thing, man. Like, there's so much shit going through my brain all the time. Like, Dan Schneider's, he's still running around on the streets. Come on. You guys idolize these people. You guys can put 2 and 2 together, right? You guys can figure out Charlie Sheen shouldn't be worshipped, right? I mean, even if that Corey Haim claim isn't true, he was going around with AIDS, fucking sleeping with people unprotected, right? Like, we know that a shitty human fucking does that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? But we want to praise them and then, well, hey, is it one big evil cult? Like, is Sean Penn part of the CIA or FBI? I would guess yes. Spicoli's a fucking loser. How come nobody wants to talk? Everybody wants to leave. Nobody wants to talk about how we can fix these problems. Or am I delusional? Please let me know where I'm delusional. Hey, when they told you guys your president wasn't responsible for the paperwork that he had in his fucking garage because he eventually didn't know. Should he continue or should he have been able to continue to be president? And now Trump and JD Vance want to throw it on Kamala that, oh, they knew he was incompetent and they just let it keep going. Wow, come on. All the Republicans knew. All they had to do was stand up every day and say, hey, this needs to stop. Like, either he's responsible for paperwork or he's not. Like, if he's not able to take care of paperwork, he's not able to take care of our country. This is simple fucking common sense. We need to bring common sense back to the fucking country, and we need to do it now because, well, if we don't, then we're just gonna fucking blow it up or have a civil war. Like this is the thing, they all want you hating each other, and they're doing a very spectacular, very good job. You know, you think you guys could come together for one common cause, maybe your children, and when you do that, maybe the future can change. Here's the thing. Gen X on TikTok, they make me laugh. Oh, we drank from the hose and we took no shit and we weren't allowed to be in the house, which is all true shit, right? But we're the generation that fuck shit up. We came back, didn't feel loved, and then thought that we needed to love our children so much not to give them responsibilities and make them do the right things and let them go amok and take everybody's feelings into account over common sense. And it's all sorts of fucked up. Gen Z's been activated. Here comes the revolution. And the revolution is let's all get paid by TikTok. Let's all friend each other. Or let's dance around and do videos and make ourselves feel good with all our likes. There's no real purpose to what I'm doing, but I like the likes. And I get paid for it. Like, that's the thing. When you go spiritual, you know you don't need anybody else. You feel good about who you are, and you don't give a fuck. Like, if I'm hurting your feelings, give me the facts as to why I shouldn't have said what I said. And the fact is, I was wrong. I can apologize. That's bad info. This is the thing. Fuck it. It's amazing. Fuck half of yous are taught you're not worthy of God's love. I think that's where the disconnect starts. If you don't think you're worthy, you can't fucking get it. Like you gotta say, I'm worthy of your love, God, and I'm willing to get into the truth to get it. And he'll give you the power to fucking move mountains, do whatever you gotta do to do the right things. You know what I mean? Why is it so hard to do the right things? You got like this is the thing. I hate doing these videos. I fucking like. Why is it so hard for me to just tell the truth? Just say what I think. It shouldn't be that hard. I shouldn't have to worry about it. Like, why is it so odd for me to be a fucking son of God? You have to believe it to be have it to be true. There's nobody coming out saying they're a son of God. So how can you be a son of God if you don't believe you're a son of God? Jesus told you to believe in him and you would be just like him. But we don't get that. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna dig into the Bible here for a second. No, 'cause like I said, I think this thing is the way it's supposed to be. I don't think it's right. And I think we could find out. You know what I mean? Find out all those other books that they took out. And figure out what the truth is. But this should be a problem with the book too. Can you guys see that? I'm sorry. It's just my opinion. Yeah, just for the people who watch this in replay. Stardust just said she was just reading an article about the apples in Canada. They're calling them browning apples. So they're going to have a longer shelf life. It's one of those things where they don't have to tell you what's in them, Stardust. You know what I mean? Stardust. I think they've been messing with this the whole time. Like, these are just my opinions and my thoughts. So I should never have them taken away from me. They are in our water so bad right now. So bad. And I can show you videos where people are dumping stuff. There's canoe people going, people in canoes going by, and they're just dumping stuff and they're asking the people, and they just say they work for the city or whatever. I posted them a long time ago. These were from quite a while ago. And then you guys turning derailments and stuff like that. And we know how hard they worked at the water in Michigan, right? Can you imagine how many people have to drink that water because they can't afford anything else? It should make people freaking sick to their stomach, knowing that all their money's going to Ukraine. It's a big joke. It's just they steal from the people all the time. Like I tell you guys, Donald Rumsfeld, before the towers went down, came out and told the American people $2 trillion are gone. It's just gone. It's gone. And the information, wow. Look at the timeline between Donald Rumsfeld's announcement and when the towers went down. Isn't where that might have where that money or the information might have been. You know what I mean? It's I don't know. I want the best for the world. I think it's in trouble. It's fucking in big trouble. It's just how can you say it nicely? It's in a in a pit of ignorance. And it doesn't want out because it feels good in it. That's But anyways, this is one of those little thingy-majiggers before you get into there. And it's called Joint Heirs with Jesus. We are now sons of God. As sons, joint heirs, we have been made righteous of God. To me, it's not that hard to not sin. We don't even know what a sin is. That's why we're supposed to get with God and figure it out for ourselves, I think. I think it's not for us to say. But I do say, hey, if there's a hell, do you think not protecting the children and turning a blind eye to it gets you to heaven, especially as a Christian? If you're going to keep your lips shut, do you really think? But then again, Christians would take this as, or some of them would be like, well, we need to be hateful. No, we don't need to hate hateful. We just need to come together. How do we come together, Stardust? How do we come together? We got the job, the unjobbed, we got the whites, the blacks, the reds and the yellows. We got the upper class, we got the lower class, we got the we got the skinheads, we got the you think we could come together for our children, you know what I mean? Well, Canadians leave the apples alone, but I don't care. I just eat whatever now, Stardust. I hope it takes me out. Honestly, every day I wake up in the morning, I'm like, motherfucker, do I really have to go thinking in my head that the Canadian government can steal babies? The Canadian government can lock people up against their will by people who had them convinced to kill themselves. And that they're in there for violence and suicide, and there's zero evidence of it. It's fucking amazing. That's the thing. That's why they all want you to go for help right now. Because once you ask for it, you've admitted you have a problem. And then they can wing a ding your fucking mental health all over the place they want. But anyways, I'm gonna get back. Every child of God has the same standing with the Father because righteousness cannot be obtained by through works. You have to you have to just do the right things. You can't just hand some money out and clean up around the community, and it's one of the big problems. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, lopping off children's genitals and all these Diddy's and Epstein's running around that, well, quite frankly, Diddy's still running around, and it's really amazing to me, like, how long ago was that? Did they not obtain any evidence? Like, you guys ever watch the first 12, 24, or whatever it is? You think you'd want a child trafficker off the streets. Not in America. Not in America. Not in Canada neither. Justin, our prime minister, has a lot of friends who are those things. Says righteousness is a force. So you have to force righteousness. You know what I mean? What happens when you force something? When it's a force, you have to make yourself do it, even though it feels uncomfortable and it looks crazy and it sounds crazy. But if you actually listen to the story, it's not because it totally makes sense. But it's just a it will produce protection and secure. Oh, there's some other stuff here. Protection and security from evils of tomorrow. Our right place in Christ Jesus, looking through God's eyes, His will on ourselves. You know what I say? Don't I don't understand this. I don't know. I'm gonna go. Maybe I'll come back later and do another one. I always say that, but I don't because I just take it out. But maybe I'll do it. Nah, maybe I'll come back. See you, Stardust. If you're the one still in here, have a good day.